Most people think cybersecurity is all red team, blue team, or hack this or hack that. And while all those things are key components in cybersecurity, everyone's days looks a little bit different. Mine's looks a little bit like this.
No more, don't wanna hit that pole.
Whew. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Day in the Life. It's been a minute since I really did one of these, and that's just because I just been kind of trying to just get my life together. And all honestly, like, a lot of stuff has been going on, and I really haven't been making content the way I wanted to make content. And hopefully this time around, I could do it in the way that I want to do it and on my timing. So today is Wednesday, so we really don't have too much going on today. I have a few meetings. We are in a change freeze, so I don't have any change management meetings to go on. If you don't know what a change freeze is, basically that's any releases that are put out into production. We basically manage those changes, approve those changes, and kind of just track them to make sure if anything was to go wrong during that update or something was to be pushed into production, then we would be able to track that and kind of be able to fix things or have meetings or something like that to kind of consolidate and remediate if anything was to go wrong with the update or a change. So I'm gonna pretty much just put what I'm kind of doing for the day, my tasks for the day. Typically what I do is I'll come in first thing in the morning, work through my ticket queue. And usually through that security ticket queue, it's either like users sending in, hey, is this email phishing? Most of the time, that's pretty much what we get from our users, just checking emails to make sure the email is safe. And then we do a lot of alert and triaging. So anything that we get from our SIM, which we particularly use Defender where we are, so everything is pretty much Microsoft Shop. So we pretty much have everything automated from Defender. So any alerts that we have, any rules that we have to create those alerts, whether it be a user click, a suspicious email, whatever the case may be for that alert, we kind of work through those alerts throughout the day as well. And this kind of cleaning up as well, like in our actual application. If there's alerts that maybe didn't trigger, we kind of just go in, do some cleanup, look at login, and that's pretty much it when it comes to our alert and triaging. I'm also a business continuity manager, so I have meetings throughout the week with different business units to kind of make sure they're on track with their business continuity plan. If they're coming up for an update for their next publishment, then I'll also just make sure everything is good if anything has changed and kind of walk through them with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my day, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me. And yeah. Some days, cybersecurity feels like putting out fires and getting started. But I've learned it's not about control, it's about balance.
Already gave you what you needed, I guess, yeah. That's why I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody, yeah.
On my lunch break, I try to kind of remove myself from the desk, just because I've been in a burnout stage for at least 3 months now. So when I go on my lunch break, I have set time out on my actual work calendar, block out an hour. This is my lunchtime. So if there is meetings or anything like that, no meetings should be scheduled during that time, just because I blocked that time out specifically for me. And during that time, I like to journal, make me a smoothie, make me a lunch. Sometimes I like to go for a walk, whatever the case may be. I just need to prioritize me in that moment, just because depending on how hectic the day has been, especially mornings, sometimes we have war bridges, alerts, and all type of stuff that go on in the morning. So by 1 o'clock, I need a woosah. I need a break away from the desk. So specifically today, after I journal, I am reading my book called The Power of Discipline. And I got a quote for y'all today. So if you are confused about goals to set for yourself, start with deciding if you don't do anything in life, or if you don't do anything else in life, how will you reach your full potential if you don't do anything? If you don't put the work in, if you don't make goals, if you don't reach your goals, how will you become that person that you want to become in life to reach your full potential? And then we got another one. When you're a doer, you've got to trust yourself and your abilities, but at the same time, you got to be realistic. And for me, that one spoke with me for real, because I do a lot of things. I reach a lot of goals. I try to accomplish a lot of things I accomplished. And even though I know my abilities, I know my skills, some things that I want to reach within 30 days, I may not be able to do. And that's just being realistic. Like, I can't get up one day and say I'm gonna run a marathon and I never trained for the marathon. I have to be able to put the work in and be realistic. But it also comes with preparation and making sure that you have a plan. And that one really spoke to me. Like, I want to become a doer, but I also want to be that doer that is realistic and accomplishes my goal. So, quote for the day. I hope that stuck with y'all. And let's get back to work. That meeting finding that we talked about on the base image. But there's no blocker on it, but I flagged it just in case. Okay. Yeah, on my end, I finished the policy review for the new pipeline integration, and they're still waiting on the final test results before I update the policy. Alright, have a good day. Alright, so that's a meeting that we have bi-weekly with our cloud architect to review our DevSecOps environment, and just making sure that our cloud environment is secure from a policy level, and anything that we have in our cloud environment, whether that be alerts or triggers, that everything is in place from that end as well, just to make sure our cloud environment is just as secure as everything else. Put it out, and then it will pop in that policy one, and then for the download that malware on the device in isolation. I'm going to let IT support know as well that this device is in isolation, and then we can move forward to determine do we want to do a live response, log into the device and try to wipe it, or we just want to send them a new computer and do a full wipe on our Alright, I will go ahead and contact the user, and we are good to go with business as usual. Alright, y'all, it is 5 o'clock, which means I am off the clock. However, I am on call this week, so technically I'm not off the clock. So what that means is if any alerts come in at the end of the day, in the middle of the night, I'm responsible of taking on those alerts, doing the investigation, and remediating it if possible. But today has beat me, y'all. I won't even lie, I am burnt. We had 2 war bridges. I had 3 meetings on top of on top of my regular tasks for the day. So all in all, this is what I love to do. Sometimes cybersecurity can break you down, but it's all about your purpose. What is your reason for being in cybersecurity? And when you always have that in the back of your head, in the back of your mind, none of that really matters. Side note, I went to check the mail today, and my CompTIA certification came in. I took the Security X, which I think used to be the CYSA Plus. I got my certification in the mail after about 10 to 12 weeks. I also retook my Security Plus as well, so I think both of those certification certificates may be in here. And that just goes to show you, like, even though you have these hard days, you have these long hours days sometimes, and they break you and make you, the learning process, the certifications and some of that stuff, it's really just a reward to yourself, like a pat on the back, good job, but that doesn't stop there. So I hope y'all enjoyed this day in the life of a security engineer working from home or remote, and I'll see y'all for the next video or the next day in the life, wherever you see me at. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and give it a thumbs up, and see y'all at the next one. Some days it feels like I'm juggling 5 roles in one job. Other days it's just me versus 100 tickets, or 100 phishing alerts, or 10 meetings. Either way, it starts with showing up, and it's not always glamorous, but there's power in showing up, staying sharp, and staying on 10 toes. But most importantly, there's power in taking care of yourself in the process.